Hi everyone. So today we have an interview with Julia, our head of products, and Yasha, our Chief Totem Officer, and we will just have three questions to each other. Some interesting questions. Like it will be not too much about work because it's like Christmas and New Year. But let's begin.
So my first question to you is, so it's Christmas and New Year coming.
Yeah.
If you could make like three biggest wishes to blockchain industry for the year coming, what would they be?
First of all, I wish that adoption will go beyond just crypto industry and will hit some use case which will be really useful for all the people, not just for crypto industry. So we'll transform some industry, at least start transforming some industry. Second, I wanted to, it's also connected to the first one, to become more people-centric, human-centric, and start worrying more about like real human needs. And the third one is to like bring 10 times more talent from all the other industries, because I think it's very important to educate people and bring new people. It's very important to eliminate this assumption like that this is like very complex. So it's like it's a perception. This perception is not doing good for the industry. So yeah, that's I think these are three main wishes to the crypto industry.
Okay.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, but I want to ask you some more questions.
Okay.
So, can you give some examples of how, like, we in DEIP, you in DEIP, we in DEIP, I'm very worried.
Stop.
Yasha, stop. He's trying to escape.
Okay.
So can you give some examples of what we do in DEIP to achieve those three goals? For example, about being people-centric, about driving adoption.
Okay, yeah, I can easily, sure. So about adoption, it's like it's our core mission. So we like focused on real assets. We're not like trying to build like DeFi for DeFi for crypto. We want to tokenize real assets, real intangible assets. It's a challenge, and apply existing tools like new tools, like in the whole like crypto industry ecosystem, like all the things which were developed to these like existing assets, and help creators who build these assets benefit from better liquidity, for example. How we want to become more people-centric, it's also within our strategy to become a community-driven company. So it's like also kind of people-centric. So we have a community of people, it's growing, it's big, and we want to listen to them more, so because they are our early followers, early kind of adopters, and that's also, I think, very aligned with what I said.
Yeah.
And the third one is, so we're recruiting people, and we are like trying to bring also people who are not really familiar with Web3 and just who have like gathered expertise in other markets, and like but who are talented and who want to learn and who want to like become like a Web3 like either engineer or whatever, like, or just work in this industry. And we recently hired head of HR, and so this is like also I think a big contribution to become like both people-centric, but also bring like new people, new talent to the company.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more stupid question, but I need Yasha for that.
But wait,
okay.
It's my turn to ask questions.
I just wanted to ask like about cat-centric, but it's like, you know.
Okay, cat-centric, it's on you.
Okay,
so now my question.
Okay.
So imagine you are starting a DAO with your four closest friends, so 5 of you.
Yeah.
DAO and like 5 consoles. You and four your closest friends. What this DAO will be for? What will be the purpose of this DAO? Can you come up with something now?
Sure.
Like, Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be something about polyamoric relationship, for example.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I think DAO is the best thing for such kind of relationship because, you know, so DAO, it can be like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
just this like marriage certificate.
Yeah.
But marriage certificate is usually issued to just two people. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you two are now married, congrats.
Okay.
But what if I want 4 people, you
Yeah.
know,
So-
in my family? What should I do?
May
Then
I ask, are these other 4 friends all male?
I
No?
think I think yes.
Got it. Nice one, nice one.
But I mean, really, of course I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not.
Yeah.
But DAO really seems to be
Yeah.
a nice solution for, you know, like alternative
Regulating all
and
this,
yeah,
yeah.
all these new arising, you know, forms
yeah.
of relationship.
Yeah, like, you know, like it looks like the best use cases when you can form organization around something which is not possible in current legal system. So it's not possible to form like
Yeah.
kind of marriage of 5 people like in a regular legal system. It's just not allowed. You can come up with it with DAO. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like it's a great way for looking for use cases, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And it's a great way how we can market DAO. Like,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah,
what-
yeah. That's right. That's
like
right.
exactly. So if you have some, you know, unusual request for like regulating your relationship and like the current system does not allow you to do that, so DAO might be a solution.
Yeah. It's
I
cool.
see.
Yeah, it's like you know, like a crew and or a team. You know,
Yeah.
like you can form a team without even specific, like really specific goal. Like you just or specific rules. You just form a team and then together come up with the rules.
Yeah,
So it also could be
exactly.
use case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I also hope, it's like my personal wish, that one day DAO will stop being called DAO.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Because, you know, like there's currently quite a lot of jargon in blockchain sphere, which is okay for now. But I think if it's gonna be called, I don't know, like some more in a more familiar way, more people will get attracted into it.
yeah. It's just like, you know, it already did stick. So it's like I do agree that it's kind of not the most appropriate name for the thing, but yeah. You can come up with something which can stick better. It's like it's also up to you. So you,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and my 4 or 5
Yeah.
partners will think of it.
Okay. Got it. So your question now.
Okay. Oh, okay. But I need Yasha with the question. So blockchain is supposed to be useful for many kinds of, you know, people, organizations, like bring value to many of them. If Yasha asked you, how could blockchain be useful for cats, for animals, for example, what would you say?
Yeah.
What value can it bring to animals?
Yeah, you know, like there are some animals which goes instinct, and I think we can form international organization with DAO, like which will be the purpose will be to save animals, or there could be DAO which will improve conditions of living of like homeless animals, for example, like the cats and dogs. So there's many use cases we can come up with, and yeah, I think it can be useful for anything. Just like, you know, like you just have some purpose and you need to unite people, and like and also put some budget maybe inside, like, and some rules. So yeah, I don't see any barriers applying it even for this purpose.
Okay. Yasha, we're going to build DAO for you.
Okay, so my next question is, you know, looks like blockchain industry really is too intense and some people like really burn out. What would you suggest for these people, and like, do they need psychotherapy, and do we all need psychotherapy, like, or just like go to psychologist? Like, what is what's your advice and to everyone here?
Oh, my favorite topic.
Yeah.
Because I myself went through like emotional burnout a couple of years ago, and I think blockchain industry contributed a lot to it because like for several reasons, because you know it changes a lot, and even we in DEIP are pivoting quite often, which is normal. But feels like you know people are just not ready for that pace of changes. And when you change and pivot it requires a lot of energy, and when you don't see the result fast, which is also okay, because like we are still it's a long way, like we're still on the way to adoption. It is normal, but you know like people's minds just don't cope with that.
So this also needs to be communicated better, right? Like everyone needs to be on the same page and understand, because like imagine you understand this, it's normal that it's, and you understand the reason why it's normal, but people who like maybe building some like small part of it and they just don't understand why it did happen.
Which is more like I understand it now because I've already had that experience, and I can say that while I was in that experience, it was pretty fun. It was like, hey, you're doing something great, like one more great idea, one more, you know, like you're just all into it, and then one day you find yourself like like this. So you know, I think it should be communicated much more. You know, I mean, within the industry, that like people, you are very prone to like emotional burnout here, just because the industry is like that.
Be aware.
Like be aware. Like here are like I don't know 5 things you can do.
Care about yourself.
Maybe do some yoga or like other body practices. Get rest. For example, Alex, how many times have you had a vacation through the last like 4 or 5 years?
Once.
Once. Congrats.
It's already something, you know. Like it's. Some people didn't have it at all.
And what stopped you from having like the vacation more often?
You know, like it's like kind of fear of missing out as well, and like fear that everything can go wrong without me, like something like that. Like it's stupid fear, because like you know, like just like 2 weeks, nothing can happen like within 2 weeks. But like what works for me when I said like, okay, I'll do this, and after I achieve this, I go for vacation. And that's what happened last time. I said like, okay, we'll raise the round. We will raise the round of 2 million. When we raise it, like I go for vacation. And that's it. So and it did help. So Okay, so your last question.
Okay, if you didn't do this blockchain stuff, what else do you think you would do? If you didn't have DEIP, what would you be doing? Like what other spheres?
Other spheres? It's really hard to imagine me being like in other spheres. Like I'm always trying to be on the edge of things, like, and I see, I think, where the world is going. So I want to contribute to this thing. Like I think basically building this infrastructure for the future world is what I anyway will be doing. But like it can be anything. Like it's I see it as a convergence of all technologies. It's also very aligned with singularities, convergence of all technologies. So I will be building some tech. Like it could be like not actually software. It could be like political technologies. I always like to build something scalable. So some distributed systems and so on, but they also can be like social systems, you know, like political systems, like governance structures, all this stuff like really inspires me. So I think it will be like something like that, like building governance structures for some like global organizations, maybe something like that. Maybe even but anyway, it will come to blockchain at some point. You know, like it's like internet, you know, like when you work, when you were working in 19th in any industries, like if you wanna like really beyond the edge, you anyway come to internet at that time. So the same here. If you want to be on the edge, you anyway come to blockchain and AI now. So any sphere, like will do this. Yeah, maybe some spiritual thing also. It's also interesting for me.
Which one?
Yeah, I will be like if like totally detach me from like all this tech, I will be like spiritual guru. maybe like spiritual like shaman. I don't know, like.
And then you can be like a shaman tech consultant.
It's kind of like this.
Yeah, for example, like young startups can come to you and say like, oh my God, like we want to pivot, but we do not know like what direction to go to. Please send us a signal.
Yeah, this is a nice one. Okay, yeah. So and my last question. So for the last year, like among all the team members and your close friends, whom you wanna thank the most? Who I don't know who helped you the most? Like, and who is this person? And can you select one?
No, let me think. Maybe I'd like to thank Yura for being like my psychological support at certain times. So though Yura does the financial stuff in our company, due to the fact that he's been like in our company since the very beginning and he knows everyone well, and we all sometimes feel that, oh, like I'm tired, I want to complain, I want to be like this, and usually it's not the state that you want to show to anyone.
Except Yura.
Usually it's okay to show this to him, and he's like, oh, like come on, it's okay, and really after that you feel much better. Cool. So
So thank you, Yura.
Thank you, Yura. Like a psychotherapy medal goes to you.
Kudos to Yura. Nice. Okay, so that's it. So
and you, I just wonder, like, I would like to. It's going to be my fourth question, but still, if you could, like, thank one person in the team, who would that be?
Yeah, it's hard. It's extremely hard. I think it's illegal question. I actually want to thank my family, like my sister, my mom, for supporting me during all these years. And if I need to like select one person, it will be my sister. So I think like she really helped me to go through this year and like really to not fully like kind of blow my mind. So it's Thank you, Anya. Thank you. That's it. Okay. So thank you for this interview. It was a pleasure having you.
So I want to just wish everyone to have something nice and cozy and warm and emotionally supportive the new year. Something like Yasha is for me,
Yeah, and I just want to wish you all guys and girls to find work-life balance in 2022, preferably as early as possible. So we will be focused on this also within the company, and we will be, I think, helping you all. Like, and Julia is our psycho assistant. I'm sure you will contribute to this as well.
And your shaman assistant, Alex.
Spiritual and psycho, so you're in good hands. Okay.
Cheers. Bye-bye.